What's up? Another video. I got this in the mail today. I started to unwrap it and I was like, hey, this would be a pretty cool video. Kind of nostalgic for some people. Um, this is a old film camera that I ordered off of eBay. I do a lot of eBaying and this has a lot of stuff in it, so it's really cool. So I started to undo the package, but I figured I'd go through it with you and we could just kind of reminisce or just kind of see what's in here. This is, we'll go through that in a minute, a Yashica camera. Yashica TL Electro X. This is, I think they're top of the line. There's other Yashica Electros, but this one's the X, I think is their better one of it, just from owning a couple of these. Has a little bit more options here. The actual shutter speed goes up to 1,000. Some other cameras around this time period only went up to 1/500th of a second. So that is real nice. Move this back and I can move this camera up. We can take a closer look and see what all we got on this camera. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit here. There we go. There was a couple lenses that came in here. Let's see what's on the camera here. What we got? A 28 millimeter f2.8. This is an Acura, like the like the Honda manufacturer Acura. I wonder if they're the same. I don't know. I need to Google that up. I've owned a couple of those. Oh, look at that! I tried to take off the filter, and the whole front end. Excuse me. Whole front end of the lens kind of comes off. Probably have something around to remedy that, but I'll show you in a second. So this is M42 mount lenses, so they just come off just like that. It's screw mount. So if you're unfamiliar with M42 screw mount, it is very common. Years ago, a lot of people referred to it as the Pentax M42 mount. It's a universal, so you'll find a lot of cameras that have it back in that time period, 70s, early 80s and such. Sears and some of the other department stores, actually, some of their cameras that have this on there. Let me take a look at this lens real quick. What you can do is see if it's good. Well, besides this, I'll have to try to fix that. You can kind of hold it up to the light or kind of look through it. Move the lens to its lowest aperture, f2.8 on this one. So if it's not wide open like that, you can switch. There's a manual and auto switch. You could switch it back and forth, but mainly this pin right here operates the aperture. So if I put it at f2.8 or f22, and you can see, you put the pin in and it goes to f22. So some of them are a little bit different, but this one, if the pin's not pressed in, it's wide open at f2.8. Looking at the focus ring here, it's kind of firm. It doesn't stick anywhere, but you can see here the rubber on here kind of moves around. So but if you hold it up to light and look through, look real quick, have it wide open like that and look through, I don't see any fungus or any haze. It looks pretty clear, so this is a pretty good lens, other than this focus ring kind of slipping in this front element. But I think it'll be fine once I get this filter off, and I'll show you how to get that filter off in a second. But let's go through the rest of this stuff in here. Another lens. I got a knife around here somewhere. Where'd it go? Alright, oh, there it is. Let me line it out here. Alright, let's see what we got here. The size of this, if I remember right, this is probably 135. Yep, 135. Looks, and I can't remember, but I'm going to guess this is you'll find all sorts with this exact body style, just like this. And I guess this would be a Vivitar, but there's so many name brands that have the exact same body build. So let's see what it is. Yep, Vivitar. Okay, so there's a lot that, like I said, to have the exact same body style, but the most common one is Vivitar. Let's see. Oh, f22. Oh, it's working there. So the aperture is working on this one. Let's check out the focus ring. Nice and smooth. This is a really nice lens. I like these Vivitar 135 f2.8s. They're usually pretty good lenses. So this one's pretty good. Just need to clean it up a little bit here. Take that tape off the side, and we should be good to go. All right, let's see what else is in here. My battery's running low, so this might die in a second. This big old box of filters. Look at that. A bunch of stuff. You might be saying, these are old filters. Will they work on my modern day DSLR? They will, and they're a lot of fun to use. You'll get various different effects and such. Oh, cool. Very cool. Yashica extension tubes. So it's good for like macro work and stuff. So all you do is you attach, you'll come to different sets you could try. And, you know, just one or two or whatever you want. You attach them to like a 135 and you can do some awesome macro work. It works with a 50 is a good one to do it with as well. 50mm prime lens. These prime lenses are very sharp. This M42 mount, I forgot to mention, is spectacular for adapters with like a mirrorless camera. It will work with other DSLRs as well, but it just works a little bit better with mirrorless cameras if you're thinking about adapting one of these lenses to your modern day DSLR. Of course, it will only work with manual focus, and you'll have to do the aperture adjustment right here on the lens. I'm noticing my camera is like, I'm trying a new camera here. This is, let's see, this is Olympus EM10. If you notice, the exposure is going pretty whack there. Keeps on going in and out. Sorry about that. Just trying it out. But okay, what else we got here? A Vivitar. This is their extender ×2 teleconverter. There we go. Boom, boom. Same thing. Just kind of look through it. And what you got is a little pin here that, see that pushes the pin up. You put it between the lens, push the pin up on the other lens, so that way you'll have all the adjustments and everything good and dandy like that. Let's go through the filters here. What is this? Light green. Oh, these are actually a lot of fun. Well, it's taped up. I'll do that one later. They're a lot of fun just to kind of go ultimate special effects. What is this? We'll have to look at that. But there's different filters. 80 FA Tiffin filter. This is probably like an orangish filter, if I'm guessing. Kind of make everything a little bit warmer. The 80s usually are, and I'm totally wrong. It's blue. I think it was the 85A or something. That is pretty good. But so if you want like let me put it on there and see what makes. Ooh, crazy. Okay. But you could, a lot of people just say these are stupid because you could do all this in post, but they're a lot of fun just to use, and they're just fun, and plus they're only a couple of dollars. I bought this whole thing with all this garbage in it. It was like $40 shipped or something like that. Soft focus filter. This one's great. This one's like for portraits and such back in the day. So what you'll get, oh, it's kind of dirty, but anyway, it'll be a little soft around the edges, making it great for some like soft dreamy like stuff. This one actually, no, there's some that are okay. This one's soft all the way through. There's some that have a spot in the middle that's clear and then it's soft all the way around the edges. This one's soft all the way around, so this will be good for a dreamy like picture. Like I said, you could do all this in post, but it's just a lot funner to go out there and shoot and experiment and have fun with it. Skylight filter. This was used on film cameras. You can use it, but you don't really need it on DSLR. And there's nothing in there. So UV filter, you're probably familiar with those. What else we got here? 85B. Let's see if this one is the warmer one. Aha! So, yep, it's a little warmer, like I said. So it's a little orangish. This one is actually pretty good. You should try this one out if you don't. It kind of looks at that. See, it has a little. My white balance is on, so watch it adjust. Whoa! See, auto. That was auto white balance. So you add this on your camera. If you're going to add it to your DSLR, you want to put it. Don't have your camera in auto white balance because it will adjust just like you've seen. But you know, you could put it in daylight or something like that, or just manual, you know, a white balance, and so you can kind of adjust it. But this will it's actually really good for portraits. Just that little hotness to the light, more warm colors, and I like it for portraits. Oh, so what was this one? Oh, this one's a red. Very cool. And boom! Very cool. Oh, it's not trying to adjust. It's just like, that's too crazy red for this camera. All right. Oh, cross screen filters. This is great. These are star filters. So if you hold it up to take a picture of some street lights or whatever, you'll get the star-like effect. Very cool. I've got, like I said, I got all this for 40 bucks. You should buy a big lot like this. It's a lot of fun to go through and just use. What else we got here? This will last a little bit, I think. My battery's fixing to die, so I might cut this short. Oh, Bell & Howell clip-on sonometer. What's this? Like that? It's probably like a... Well, that's pretty great. Oh, it's a light meter. You see it adjust? If I hold it up to the light. F4. F1.8. So if you, yeah. So that works pretty good. Got a couple, something for a viewfinder, but these don't even actually go to this camera. Oh yeah, Minolta P aperture ring. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see it. And what else is this? Minolta BOC mount. Oh, okay. So you got M42 mount to your Minolta. That's probably what this is too. Yeah, there's a screw-in filter to Minolta. Minolta has this little notch in there, if you could see that. MD mount is what that is. I'm going to cut this short. That's about it. I'll have some of these other ones. A lot of fun to mess around with this stuff. I'll do this last one. This is kind of small, but I already had an f2.8 in the box, so I'm assuming this is probably like the holy trinity of lenses back in the day. So this 28 135, and yep, the 50. Oh, awesome! You see that? Oh, yeah. I guess that's why I bought this. I found this. Can you see? A 50 f1.4. You see that? There's a big speck of dust right in the center, or some sort of garbage. Is that in the lens? Yeah, it's in the optics, but it will focus past that, I'm pretty sure. So, yep, the aperture ring's snappy. Focus ring is solid. Nice. Yeah, that speck is in there. Oh well, it will focus past it. No fungus, no haze, just that speck. Oh. There's a little bit of something on there. Yeah. Yep, this one should clean up really nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. A lot of fun to go through these old film camera lots that you could get off eBay for fairly cheap. I've spent 40 bucks on all this. But I got this for an excellent deal. Probably you generally spend about 70 bucks on something like this, but I just happened to win the auction cheap. So thanks for watching. I'd sell some of this stuff, keep some of it and sell some of it on my eBay channel, so or eBay store. So if you already follow my eBay store, you want some of this, it might be on there. So I'll leave my eBay store in the link below. So thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks.